Hey, what's up guys? Gary Gilgan here, episode 6 of the 90-day challenge. You can change your life. Super excited. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today is the last episode of me breaking down my 90-day goals. Good thing I didn't watch, just make one video. It'd be like, 3-hour long video of me just breaking down my own personal goals. So if you've been watching these, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know that they can run a little bit long, up to a half an hour long of me just talking about my goals. But I'm sure there's a lot of really good information in there that you can kind of take and apply to your life and, change your life. I've changed my life so many times. I'm in a big transition right now, a new season, if you will, of me changing and going through a metamorphosis to become even better than I already am. And I'm super excited. If you're not feeling pain, or if you are feeling pain, it's a good thing. It means that you're on the next level. So let's hop into today's video. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about purpose. So purpose or self-actualization, where I came up with this was from Abraham Maslow. It actually did what's called a hierarchy of needs. Hierarchy of needs meaning that this is what a human being needs in order to live a complete and full life, meaning, food, clothing, and shelter, relationships, and at the very top, the capstone of the pyramid, it is self-actualized. And what self-actualizing means is that you are in the flow of life. You are doing what you are meant to do. I do believe that God or the higher power or source, it has a specific purpose for each and every one of us if we can get in flow with that purpose, with that desire that's born inside of us. And so our job, our purpose here on life is to find out what our purpose is. What is driving us? What is, or I should say, pulling us? What is that thing in your heart that you really want to be, do, or have? Do you want to be a musician? Are you really attracted to music? Are you good at music naturally? Can you read music? Do you have that kind of that hearing, that kind of fine hearing where you can hear minute tones and sounds, things like that? Are you good with your hands? Me, I'm super good with my hands. I'm good at everything. I'm the freaking best. So. But I was a mechanic for the longest time. I'm super good with my hands. I can build anything. Very good with taking complex information and kind of making it more simplified. So what is it in you? What is something that's pulling you? And when we're not, and actually a big challenge that I see, to kind of digress, a big challenge that I see in the world today is so many people are doing what they don't want to do in order to make money, just to survive. People are they're sitting in cubicles, they're flipping burgers, they're washing cars, they're doing these menial jobs that they really brings them no joy, no fulfillment, when in their heart they want to be an artist, they want to be a musician, they want to be a mechanic, they want to be work with wood, they want to do these things, but they're stuck working this job that they don't want to do. And I believe that we're really getting out of that. I say this a lot when it comes to religion, is that I'll talk to you in 100 years. 100 years from now, the world will look totally different because we're creating so much automation now so that we can free up those people from doing that menial, that kind of tedious work, in the line and stuff like that. So for me, purpose is my purpose, at least, and I'm going to try to blast through this so I don't take up 20 minutes of your time today, but my purpose is very much in line with the spirituality, what I talked about yesterday. I believe that my purpose here is to grow and develop my being, that essence of me, not this body, not this voice, not what you're seeing or hearing on your TV or on your computer screen or on your phone screen nowadays. My goal, my purpose is to have experiences so that I can learn and grow and develop this being, this thing that is inside of me, this thing that, man, it's hard to describe, but it's what's making the voice, it's what's controlling the robot. It's so crazy. So that's really my goal. And like I talked about yesterday, it's in harmony with what I was talking about yesterday as far as spirituality goes. So What do I want over these next 90 days? I want to be an example of greatness and possibility to my family and to mankind. With these videos, I'm documenting my journey because I really do. I want you guys to see my life and think, oh my God, this guy went from his girlfriend left him, no job, living in, I'll have to make like one of those MTV cribs of my house right now because my girlfriend, she took everything. I barely have anything in this house. It's very empty. But when I moved to Boise, with just with 2 hampers full of clothes in the back seat of my car, moved up here. So I love starting all over, but I'm starting from ground zero. So for me, I want you guys to see that when you put your mind to something and you work with determination and with hard work and with discipline, that you can change your life. In a short period of time, 30, 60, 90 days, you can change your life. I want to show that. I want to be the example. I want to be that 3-dimensional cube to show you guys through my example how you can change your life. And I want to show you guys and teach you guys the tools and the strategies and the techniques that anybody can use. Because I'm not special. I'm not special. I'm a high school dropout. I have a mouth like a sailor. I'm a crude person, but at the end of the day, my heart is pure. I make mistakes, I mess up, but my heart is pure. My intentions are pure. I'm striving to be a more loving person, to have more intention in my life. I want to live at the highest states of being. So unconditional love, oneness, connection to God or to the infinite or to source, to have that clear connection. Like I was talking about yesterday, is I believe that, our spirit or whatever we are, it has a connection, like any connector, like your internet or your cable or an old phone. We're connected to that source, and that source gives us information. And the more clearly the more unobstructed we can make that channel, the more dense information, the higher level of information that we can get. Okay? Again, I want to serve other people. I want to help people get to the next level. And I really do. I hope that through these videos I can help and inspire people get to the next level. Why do I want to do this? Again, from yesterday, personal power. It's not having power over other people. It's not being a ruler or a dictator or a king or a president. It's having power over myself, so that my will is rock solid strong, so that when I walk into the grocery store and there's all these yummy smelling donuts, I'm not succumbing to my animalistic desires, my lower level addictions. Okay? A sense of knowing. I'll make a video on the difference between faith and knowing. Okay? Purpose. Having a purpose. And I want to be like Neo in the Matrix. And I know this kind of seems far out there and sci-fi and weirdo and like, who the hell is this guy? But at the very end scene, when they shoot him and first he dies and then he realizes, man, I'm not really dead. The bullets aren't really real, all this. He comes back to life. They unload their entire guns on him and he just, boom, makes the bullets fall. He then at that moment, he self-realizes, I am infinite. This is just a game. This isn't real. I am creating this, and boom, he has that power. Boom, just falls. Okay, what are the do's and don'ts? Okay, number 1 is I need to live a pure life. Okay, what does that mean? It means monitoring what I'm allowing into my mind, my body, and my being. Okay, that's sugar, processed carbohydrates, that's TV, radio, what I'm putting on into my mind on the internet. It's being mindful of what I'm putting in. I have a 7-month-old baby and I love him more than life itself. I would lay my life down for him any moment of the day. And so I guard him and I monitor what he gets fed. Me versus his mother, I feed him totally different food than what his mother feeds him. because I believe in purity and trying to live as close to nature as possible, not feeding him these foods from these big, huge corporations that they don't really have. Their intention is not love and compassion and well-being for your child. Their intention is just to make a bunch of money. I believe that those intentions go into the food, and therefore they have an effect on the body. So same thing, I need to treat myself, my mind, my body, my being the same as my son, because it comes full circle. I'm doing this. One of the big reasons why I'm doing this is so that I can be an example to my son, so that I can be a Jedi Master, and so that I can show my little Padawan how to become a Jedi Master through my example, through my results. I will show my son how to become that. Okay? And then beliefs. Anything is possible. Anything. Okay? It was only, 100 years ago, 1916, it was not, I'm sure I didn't live back then, but I can imagine it was not even fathomable that human beings were ever going to land on the moon, that human beings were ever going to shoot rockets, manned rockets, into outer space, that man was going to dive to the deepest depths of the oceans. It wasn't fathomable. 2,000 years ago, man didn't even believe we could fly with the birds. Even 200 years ago, 300 years ago, we didn't believe things like that. So anything is possible. And in his phenomenal book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill has a quote that goes something like this. I'm going to paraphrase. Anything the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So anything that you can think up and imagine in your mind and believe with all of your heart and soul, you can make reality. All it takes is hard work, dedication, persistence, faith, desire. The 13 principles in Think and Grow Rich. If you apply those to any worthy goal, you can make that goal happen. So what is your purpose? Ask yourself, what do I really want to do? What do I really want to be? You know, for a long time, actually for my whole entire life, all I wanted to do was get rich. Get rich so I could have time to pursue these things. To pursue meditation, to pursue higher states of consciousness, to pursue a closer connection to God and to Source, to have the ability to travel the world and eat fine foods and have all of these experiences so that I can add them to my consciousness. So what is your purpose? What do you want to do with your life? Are you happy working at the job that you're working in? Are you happy in the relationship that you're working in? Are you fulfilled in your church and in your spiritual life? Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? When you look in the mirror, when you're naked, standing in the mirror, just butt-ass naked, okay, how do you feel about that body? How does it make you feel? Okay, when it doesn't make us feel good, when we're sitting in the cubicle and we're unfulfilled, when we're standing butt naked in front of the mirror, anytime we're not feeling good, that's our soul telling us you need to make a change. This is not what you really want. This is not what you want your life to look like. This is not what you want your life to be. So every day, every single morning you wake up, you have a decision and you can choose to change your life. All it takes is simple steps practiced every single day. And eventually, once you've practiced those consistently over a period of time, it no longer becomes work because you start seeing the results. You start getting that fulfillment. You start getting that excitement. And then you just start bulldozing through it all. So that's it for today. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you taking time out of your life to watch these videos. I really hope that they inspire you. If I could ever help you or serve you in any way, shape, or form, you can get in touch with me through YouTube, through Instagram, through Snapchat, through my email, GaryGilgan@gmail.com. I would love to help you. That's what I'm here to do. That's my purpose, is to help other people. Help other people. I'm at a certain rung on the ladder, and anybody that's below that ladder, I'm here to pick you up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day. I hope you sleep well tonight. Have a great day.